So, to begin with, a little bit about your childhood, your early life. What was it like?
Sure. So I was about 10 months old when my parents brought me from India to the US.
Okay.
And I guess I basically grew up in the US, um, but in an Indian household culture. So I would go out and I would have my Western world. I would go to school. I have my friends, and then you come home and you have all of the Indian culture, the traditional teachings, and all of that, which I guess nowadays they call that third culture kids.
Hmm.
In a way, growing up in a country that's not of your birth and you're kind of first generation. So it was an interesting childhood, a good one. Um, we were, I guess you could call it middle class. Economically, as most immigrant families, my parents worked hard, made trade-offs to make sure that their children could, um, have a better life. And
Hmm.
as most immigrant families sent money back home to take care of the family there, I think in a way it's a typical story
Yeah.
of growing up. I always had hobbies in art. I was always very creative. I loved to sing. I used to play the violin. I took piano. Um, Photography was a big hobby of mine growing up.
Hmm.
And I loved to sketch and draw. So, between that and school and friends, it was a good childhood growing up in the US and going back and forth to India. So I found it to be very rich, I guess is the right word.